What's up, everyone? OneYoung here. Today we're gonna have a look at a trailer that just dropped for Starfield, Bethesda's next big game. Haven't seen much about this or heard much about this. I don't really pay attention to it, to be honest, because I don't really want to spoil anything for me. The last thing I saw was like it was like a cinematic trailer a couple of months ago, but this one just dropped and it's called the intro to Starfield, The Endless Pursuit. Let's have a look now. Another ESRB rating. I remember seeing
the one
that.
thing people underestimate about video games is that people think it's just playtime.
Good old
I always say
Works.
that the one thing video games can give you that nothing else in entertainment can is that feeling of pride.
Yeah, I'd go with that. I think it's given the fact that. Wait, is Todd saying in respect to him making games, or in respect to us consuming them? Like, if we consume a game and we finish it, we have a sense of pride that we finished it. Whereas a movie's over. It's more like we watch the story. You know what I mean? Let me know what you think. I think it's the latter. I think it was no, not latter. I don't know. I'm not that smart.
Right? Ooh. Look what I did. And even though we want to make a game that is very big,
trailer's what
very
I saw.
long, you can play for all of those years.
What we really want is a game that we can keep releasing over and over and over again on different platforms, so we can make a shitload of money off you. Come on,
it's
Todd.
all the paths you didn't take that make it special to you, that you feel like when you finish that quest, that you feel that you accomplished something that week. The people who love video games can always say, like, you know, what'd you do today? I saved the world.
What? I've never said that. Dude, what'd you do today? Oh, I saved the world. How so? Oh, I'm in like Skyrim and stuff. And? So did I. Then that kind of... I don't know. I have no idea what Todd's talking about there. He's literally off his balls. Intro to the Starfield. The Endless Pursuit. Oh, is this going to be like a bunch of different ones? That'll be cool. Ooh, a telescope.
We've been incredibly lucky to work with such a tight group of people for so long. Like, we're all friends. It's like a second family in a way. We all sort of know or get what a Bethesda game is.
There's definitely this core group who's been working together.
Look at fucking Todd Howard in the middle there. Oh my god, he looks so fucking baby-faced. It's not funny. Is that Todd Howard? That's Todd Howard, right? Dead center. Dead center next to the lady. It looks like it. It's got to be him. Just the big wingnut ears.
Together for decades.
Let's see if we can we spot him in this crowd? There he is. Left of the Vault Boy. You can pick the guys out a mile away, like.
This game. And then there's this
Angela Browder.
New generation of
that's who she is.
Who are coming in and working at BGS, who grew up on those games those people made.
Oh,
for some people,
look at that.
Those are the games.
Can you imagine playing that back in the day?
Industry in the first place. And
we are so fucking lucky that we get the graphics and shit we get today.
And they love the worlds too, and they want to stay true to those worlds that they grew up on.
And that.
And so
people shit on it a little bit. Look at it.
BGS game is continue to evolve.
I think we underestimate how long people are going to play.
Yeah, I think you do.
You look at Skyrim, we're sitting here 10 years later, and it keeps having this life.
Todd, it keeps having that life because you guys keep re-releasing different versions of it over and over again. You know what people want to buy. They, for some reason, want to keep buying the same game over and over again with new updated stuff, and we keep buying it. Same with GTA. They keep fucking re-releasing the game over and over and over again. You guys keep doing the same thing with Skyrim.
And it changes how you want to...
Why not just release a game and support the fuck out of it for ages? Instead of, like, on a 2-year cycle, that's the DLC done, and then that's what you get to play with for the rest of the time. Just keep releasing shit for it.
Sort of have two lives, right? Like,
oh wow, that's beautiful. I love their artwork.
Put everything we can possibly put into it, tell the stories we want to tell, and build this world that's sort of a setup that when we hand it off to the players, they play it, but then they take it and make it their own. They tell their own stories, and then they make their own stories with our tools.
Yeah,
I think it's the hallmark of our games that, you play it, and my experience is going to be different than yours.
Like recently, I was playing Fallout 4 on my stream, and I got so into it. My character, I loved him so much. fucking Bazza of the Commonwealth. He ended up becoming like a superhero. He had like fucking jetpacks, like not power armor, but like something that looks like a suit of Iron Man armor. Fucking like servo legs and stuff with all the mods and shit. I think that's what makes Bethesda games, is the mods. It's not necessarily the game. Like they give the base game and then they allow us to build on it. I think that's what the best thing about their games is.
I'm going to come in and tell you a funny story about something that happened to me. You may never have seen that because just a confluence of events. And I think that helps with the longevity, and it helps with that feeling of community in a lot of ways.
It is a world that you get transported to that you can really make your own. And that's where, for me, the magic is, to do it for 2 decades and close to that for so much of our group, there's a big trust there
I can
we
imagine.
know how we solve certain things together. We were doing Morrowind and looking at what we might do after that and beyond that. And we had a list of what are the other types of worlds we want to go to. And obviously Fallout was at the top of the list, if we could do that, and that, magically, luckily came true for us. And right behind that was, science fiction. Going to space, I think there's a magic in just defying gravity and taking off from a planet. Like it's extremely difficult human endeavor.
Yeah, a lot of our games are about exploration, and that's sort of like the ultimate exploration.
It's fucking hard to do.
What's out there, what's past Earth, right? So it's incredibly exciting for us to work on something like that. I feel like every time we come to a game, we're starting fresh. We're saying, okay, we just did that one. That's over. How do we make it better in every way? It's got a more realistic, science-based backing to it, whereas Skyrim is sort of an epic fantasy. This is a more grounded game and a grounded setting about exploration. So I think that gives us a different take on how we make everything. So that's sort of the thing you latch onto.
I hope it's sort of like a universe, like
areas,
The Expanse,
making characters,
which looks like it could be.
The mechanics of the world are entirely different, but
Thanks,
there are
Robot.
similarities. And I think those are things we like. Like we like playing first person. We like having all the coffee cups. We like being able to touch everything. Those moments make the whole thing believable. Being able to watch the sunset
that'd be
and
cool.
nighttime come and just sit there and watch the world go by seems like it's not gameplay, but it is vital.
I would like to know how they're going to put borders in for Starfield. Like, how's it going to work in the sense that, with Skyrim, you can only go within Skyrim because of all the mountains and shit. Within Fallout, you can only go so far because it's by the ocean or poisoned landscape. How are they going to do that in space, given that space is essentially infinite? I'm really curious.
Feel through the rest of it.
I also think that because it's based in a more realistic atmosphere, is like you have a lot of people on our team who are super into certain things like robotics or engineering, and they can use this lifetime of knowledge they have gathered and then use it in their work.
Everyone comes from these different areas and brings stuff to the game that can make it in, and it all matters. From the rocks to the clutter to what the spacesuits look like. It's based on people's experience and sort of learning about how things work in the world and trying to apply it in a way that's believable for this universe.
Yeah, it starts feeling so real to us. Like all you're saying, we do all that stuff, but then concepting like everything they eat, or the toys the children play with, or what are their bedtime stories? What is their art? What is their history? What is their entertainment? It is a universe, not just.
I feel like they go into the games like thinking this, and then they go,
be
"Well, we can't do that. We're going to drop it."
And I think as time has gone on, we're able to paint an even better picture. That
People are
triggers
so
that
fucking
emotional
talented.
thing.
You always have that step out moment into the world,
that bit,
so to say. Technology's changed. We've all changed. So our expectations when loading up a game, like, okay, I'm gonna step out, and there's gonna be this moment. Us being able to do that and have it feel new every generation, every game, is something that is really special.
I think it's good that they're breaking the Skyrim or Elder Scrolls Fallout sort of thing, and they're putting something that's sort of their own thing, something new in. I like the idea of having a new IP in there.
about what we do. I like to say that Starfield has 2 step-out moments. It's cryptic.
That's wank, Todd, and you know it. You know it's wank.
Our process of
It's
making
cryptic.
it is a journey for us that is very, very rewarding. And coming to Starfield, everybody starting over and saying, what would you want to do? What does going to space mean to you? And everybody comes back to the same one. I want to see what's out there.
Agreed. Start your journey today. Join Constellation at starfieldgamer.com. Oh. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get ruined. I don't like signing up for things and ruining shit for myself. So I don't do betas and stuff. I don't want to ruin the experience. That's there's a lot of marketing wank in that video, but it looks. I'm intrigued. Let's call it that. Intrigued and interested in Starfield. I mean, sci-fi is a favorite fucking genre of mine. I love Star Trek, Star Wars, anything with star in it, Stargate. The Expanse, mentioned that earlier. That was if they can make it like a universe sort of like that, with its own I don't know. I'll have to see what they're gonna do. I'm really, really interested. Let me know what you think about Starfield. I'm really curious what other people are thinking about it. Obviously, Todd Howard, he's having it on a bit, just a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Why are you still here? You shouldn't be here. You should be in the next video, honestly. Come on. It's a bit odd now. Just go. No, but really, please, just go have a look at some other ones down below. There's some good stuff there. There's some shit. But you got to filter through all that. Diamond in the rough sort of thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.